Congratulations to you, the class of 2021. Along with all of the other faculty and staff in the School of Engineering, I'm incredibly proud of you and all you've accomplished in this extraordinary year. You have worked incredibly hard to get to where you are today, and I hope you'll take the time to reflect on your many achievements and the extraordinary opportunities that await you. Our mission in the School of Engineering is to seek solutions to some of the most urgent global challenges and to educate leaders who will improve the world through the power of engineering principles, techniques, and systems. If the events of the past year have taught us anything, it's that there are so many global challenges to be solved and that the world needs people like you more than ever before. I'm confident that each of you will serve the world and your communities by applying your talents, your knowledge, and your skills to taking on and solving some of these challenges. And whether you studied and did research from here on campus or from many miles away, I hope you'll visit us here in the years to come. You will make Stanford proud, and we're eager to see all that you will do with your Stanford education. Congratulations again to you, Stanford Engineering graduates of the class of 2021.
Hello, good morning. It is my pleasure to kick off the commencement ceremony for the Institute for Computational and Mathematical Engineering. I'm Gianluca Carino, I'm the director of ICME, and on behalf of all my faculty colleagues, the staff, all the community in ICME, congratulations to all of you, all the graduating class of 2021. I'm so happy for you. I'm here with a friend. He's a little bit shy. Hopefully will come out in a moment. His name is Achilles, you know, the one from the story. And we want to tell you that you deserve this moment. Please enjoy it. It's been a long story for you, coming from the very first day, going through all the requirements, all the classes, all the homeworks. It's all done.
Hello, everybody. This is Margot here from Bend, Oregon, where I'm currently on sabbatical. And you're looking at the canal passing my house. It's a delightful place. And let me first and foremost tell you, you're welcome to come and stay. The guest room is ready for any ICMEer. Just wanted to say a great big congratulations to all of you graduates. It's so wonderful to see you succeed in ICME, and I know, all of you will have a fabulous time ahead of you as well. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you in ICME. And for those of you who were in my classes or were there when I was still director of ICME, it's been such a lot of fun to get to know you and follow your career on campus. Very, very proud of everything that you've achieved, and I wish you all the very best in the future. And I hope that we'll meet again sometime soon on campus.
Hey, congratulations, ICME Class 2021. The year will be remembered by most of us for a long time. All the best in the future.
Congratulations, ICME graduates of 2021.
Congratulations.
Hello, grads. This is Professor Doug James and my little buddy Cole here. Congratulations on all your hard work and good luck in the future.
Congratulations, ICME graduates. It's been so much fun to work with you over the last couple of years. I hope you'll stay in touch and let me know what you're up to and come back and be a mentor. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Leor Ben-Sabat. Guillermo Bescos à la Ponte. Thibaut Bruyel, Pratyusha Burugapalli,
Hi everyone. First of all, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to go to Stanford, and I would like to thank my mom, my family, and friends. And also, I would really like to thank Professor John Luca and Indira for their support and guidance throughout this journey. Thank you.
Paul Caron, Lilia Chang,
The ICME program isn't easy. Doing it in a pandemic is certainly not easy. I'm indefinitely grateful to the professors who were so accommodating and classmates who were so supportive. Of course, to my friends and family who carried me along the way near and far during my master's and my bachelor's at Stanford. Congrats to the rest of my class. Here's to even bigger and better things.
Pierre Cotet Dessous, Kexin Ding, Yuan Fang, Andra Femiu,
I would like to thank my parents who encouraged and supported my decision to go to grad school and who have been supportive throughout my time here, as well as those in the ICME and at Stanford who have helped me grow both as a data scientist and as a person. Thank you all.
Jiashen Je, Davide Giovanardi,
Thank you, Mom and Dad. You've been always a great example and guided me in all my decisions. Thanks, Susie, my little sister, for the amazing relationship that we have. And finally, thank my grandparents, Nonno Elio, Ida, Lillina. I love you. Grazie a tutti.
Jessica Gu,
I want to thank my mom and dad for their unconditional love. I know they're always there for me no matter what I choose to do. And also I want to thank my ICME fellows, especially Grace. I always remember the hard time we went through and the happiness we share. Thank you, all my family and friends. I love you all.
Grace He,
我很感谢在这边能够遇到一群可爱的朋友，特别是我们小顾，然后希望未来大家都有一个满意的新开始，然后希望大家以后的每一个机会都有无限可能。对于我的家里人的话，我们很快见面再聊。对，好，谢谢。
Elgi Ilmarson,
I want to say thank you to my family back home for all their support, and to my ICME data science family for the rough times in the library and the good times out in the sun. To Alexander Ioannidis for being just a great life mentor. And then finally, my partner Eva, without whom I would have probably gone mad by now.
Caroline Cao,
Hi, this is Carolyn from MCF Tech. I'm very lucky at ICME to meet supportive staff and motivated peers. And from a lot of projects, I meet my best teammates and roommates. So I'm really happy to meet you all. Thanks.
Lilian Corti,
so grateful for being here with so many amazing people. It's been a truly great journey of academic and personal growth, which I couldn't have made without the support of my family, Yanis, and my two best friends, Nina and Daphne. Thank you so much.
Arvid Kumar.
It has been an amazing 2 years at Stanford. Thanks to my parents who I haven't been able to see for the last 2 years. Thanks a lot to Helgi, Eva, Davide, Trisha, Devansh, and Will for making this MS journey super memorable. And special mention to Alex and Daniel from Bustamante Lab for the research opportunity.
Naufal Layad. Juyei Liu.
I am thankful that my parents are always supportive. I learned a lot in this program, and I'm happy that I met some new friends here. Let's keep in touch.
Alvest Mohammed. Tom Morvan. Axel Moyal. Josh Ock.
I'd like to thank Indira for helping me navigate the program. I'd like to thank Professor Sidford for having me as a TA. I'd like to thank my Uncle Avi for convincing me to go to grad school. I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me. And I'd like to thank my fiance, Lauren, for being with me every step of the way. I love you and I can't wait to get married.
Lauren Pendo.
I just want to say thank you to my family, my parents, and my brothers, as well as all my ICME friends, TAs, and professors over the past 2 years.
Jacqueline Pitlard. Abhinav Rangarajan.
Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. Congrats to my fellow classmates who are graduating. And I want to take time to thank my family and friends who supported me throughout the Stanford experience. And if you're in the New York area, please reach out and definitely keep in touch. Thanks.
Ver Siraj Shah.
I've had a wonderful 5 years at Stanford, and I couldn't have done it without my loving family, a supportive faculty and staff at ICME, and truly extraordinary friends. I'll always cherish the memories that I've made here, and I'm really excited for the next steps ahead of me. Thanks again for everybody who's helped me along this journey.
Mao Guo Shi.
Hi, I'm Mao Guo. The 2 years I spent in Stanford ICME is really precious and memorable. I want to say thank you to my teachers, friends, and parents who support me a lot. We went through hard times, but we also learned a lot during the pandemic. I never thought I would be able to cook, but I made it.
William Stenbergen.
Hey, Papa Mimoto. I wanted to thank you for all the support you've given me over the last 2 years and always giving me the freedom to do whatever I want. Whether it was moving to a country on the other side of the world or whether it was starting my own business, it felt like you were always on my side. I hope I'll be able to show you the beautiful California soon, and I see you soon. Bye.
Julien Veron Viallard. Daniel Shia.
I want to give a big shout out to my family who have supported me throughout this journey, and now the day is finally here. I couldn't have gone this far without you. Papa, Mama, I made it. Love you all, and I'll always make you proud.
Derek Shin, Xiaoye Yuan,
Hi, this is Xiaoye. I felt so lucky that I chose Stanford over Berkeley 2 years ago. There are so many fantastic courses and magics happening in the farm every day, which really excites me. I met lots of great people here, also my best friend, Caroline. Thank you, Stanford ICME, for everything, and see you in the future.
Jing An, Leopold Cambier,
So I want to say thank you to my family first, to my wonderful wife Cindy and our kid Raphael, then all of my friends, both here at Stanford and in Belgium, who I talk to every day, and then to my advisor, of course, Eric, and then to all the ICME staff who's been doing a wonderful work all of those years.
Ines Chami, Ramtin Keramati, Bazili Klokiewicz, Alison Koneke,
It was a privilege to be part of the Stanford family, and I just wanted to say thanks to my friends and family, especially to my ICME cohort, Kuba, and my dad. Thanks so much.
Ruilin Lee, Cindy Orozco Borquez,
ICME became my second family, almost at some point too literally here. I want to thank my advisor, my reading committee, and the ICME staff, as well as my friends, my family, my parents, my husband, because they were the light when I couldn't see it. And I was able to grow in so many different directions while my time at Stanford. So thank you.
Lin Shao,
I have been spending wonderful 7 years here, and I felt very fortunate and grateful. I would like to thank many people who helped me during this long journey. I could not make it without their help and support. Although my mom and dad are far away from me, I could always feel their love. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything.
Sherry Wang,
I'd like to say thanks to my ICME cohort, the incoming class of 2015, for their friendship all these years. And I'd like to thank Stephen, Connie, and my aunt and uncle, and of course, Mom and Dad for all their support.
Jin Xie, Kailai Shu, Andrea Zanette.
I would like to thank my parents Patricia and Mauricio for their incredible love and support during this journey. And big thanks to my Stanford advisors, Michael and Emma, for your endless help, as well as to my Stanford friends. Thank you.
Ruohan Zan. Junzi Zhang.
I would like to thank Stephen, Michael, Honor, Aaron, Inyu, Ben, Xin, and many other faculties who have helped me a lot in my research. I also like to thank Indira, Marcia, Suni, Douglas, and so many others who have always been there to help and support me. Finally, I'd like to thank my parents, Shora and Xiaocheng, my girlfriend, Aaron, who have always been constant companions and strong supporters in my life.
First, I would like to announce the departmental awards for this academic year. As you know, we solicit nominations from the ICME community, both from students and faculty, and it is our tradition to honor the recipients at the graduation ceremony. So we'll start with the Jean Golub Dissertation Award. This is the most important academic recognition in ICME and exemplifies excellence and innovation, just like Professor Golub did throughout his career and in the early years of ICME. Professor Golub passed away in 2007 after spending his entire career, that is more than 40 years, at Stanford. His seminal work and contributions to computational linear algebra continue to inspire the younger generation of scientists across very broad application areas. Now, it's always difficult to select the recipient of this dissertation award. Even more this year, since we had a record number of PhD students graduating, a total of 12 so far. Now, this year, I'm very happy to announce that we have a tie, and the recipients are Ines Chami and Andrea Zanette, are the winners of the Jean Golub Dissertation Awards. Now, Ines' advisor, Professor Re, and seconded by Professor Guibas, says Ines' thesis is at the intersection of differential geometry, computational mathematics, and machine learning. In our view, the thesis is exemplary on the axes that form the basis of ICME. Ines' thesis is mathematically deep, experimentally interesting, and practically relevant. She breaks new conceptual and technical ground. On the other hand, Andrea's advisor, Professor Hockenderfer, and co-advisor, Professor Brunskill, are impressed with the theoretical contribution this research is making to the field and the important implication with respect to developing a reliable AI that interacts with the real world. In addition, Andrea's thesis work is already being taught in university courses. Professor Zep Pesveri, a well-known expert in the field who leads the foundation team on DeepMind, references Andrea's work by name in his lecture on batch reinforcement learning. So congratulations to both Ines and Andrea. Let me move forward to the leadership awards. We have 3 of them. The first is the Student Outstanding Leadership Award, then the Ben Rolfe Memorial Award, and then the Faculty Award. We start with Cindy. Cindy Orozco Boroques is the winner of the Outstanding Leadership Award. Cindy has been such an integral part of the ICME community. She has been always generous with her time, from mentoring students, advising new admits, teaching summer workshop courses, enthusiastically participating in WIDs and Wingers, a member of the Student Action Group, and many more. Cindy also founded WIMSI with several other students in 2018 as continues to advocate structural changes for underrepresented groups in STEM. So thank you, Cindy. The Ben Rolfe Memorial Award, for those of you who did not have a chance to meet Ben, let me simply say that he was a PhD student in his final year when he passed away. Ben was one of those students who was eternally optimistic, positive, always quick to lend a helping hand. This award was established in his honor by his family and by ICME. And this year, Christiane Adcock and Kailai Shu are recipients of the Ben Rolfe Memorial Award, which is given to the students that most exemplify the spirit of ICME. For Yanni, who is also a member of the Student Action Group and the Dean Graduate Council, Yanni always builds consensus and brings ideas for policy changes, community building, helps with recruitment. So a lot of involvement. So thank you, Yanni. Kailai has been a mentor, a collaborator for so many students throughout his tenure in ICME. So thank you, Kailai, as well. Now, finally, the third award is the Best Faculty Award. And in this case, we had a near unanimous vote for Margot Gerritsen. Margot has continued to be deeply invested in the well-being of every ICME student, both professionally and personally. She is beyond generous in mentoring all these students and finding the time to follow up on their progress. As an instructor, Margot exemplifies pedagogy and is an inspiration to TAs in learning to teach and support students. Just this quarter alone, Margot has chaired half of all the examination of the graduating students. There is a deep affection for Margot in ICME. She has been, and I'm sure she will continue to be, a champion of all ICME graduates. So let me thank again Cindy, Yanni, Kailai, and Margot for these leadership awards. Now we move to academics, and we start with the Best Instructor Award. This goes to Andreas Santucci again. So Andreas received many accolades from students for a course that is both very hard and required. Some of the students' comments are beyond positive. One is, for example, this course is definitely challenging, but I learned a lot about C++, and I'm very glad I did. Professor Santucci is really kind and brings a great attitude to class, a class that I found really upbeat, engaging, and critical to making online learning feel more normal. I really enjoyed his teaching style. Another one said, Andreas is a dedicated instructor of CME 211 and 212, and he's close to students. He's organized and also created great lecture notes. So for all your help and effort, thank you, Andreas. The recipient of the ICME Teaching Assistant Award this year is Alex Infanger. Alex has been a teaching assistant for several courses over the last few years. This year he supported discrete mathematics and stochastic, both demanding core courses. And some of the comments from students are looking at problems with varying perspective, taking a step back to figure out what the structure of the solution should look like. Alex's elaboration on the problem sets is crystal clear. Now, thank you, Alex, for all your help. This year has been particularly challenging, and I think especially for our teaching assistants, they rose to the occasion and were able to shift to provide online support to students and have done overall an excellent job. So we would like to recognize also the following students for extraordinary dedication and efforts. They are Laura Lyman for a repeated excellence supporting CME 200 this year and the year past, Nadim Saad for his exceptional support of CME 108 and 306, and Sven Lerner for his excellent support of the CME Math series. Now, finally, we want to recognize the many ICMEers who volunteered on the Student Action Group. Sean, Amel, Isabel, Cindy, Shaked, Shiran, Jordi, Johan, Leah, Carson, and Nimet. They have been thoughtful and creative in providing ideas and discussion topics to make ICME better. So thank you all for your dedication and community spirit. Thank you. So very, very happy for you. Enjoy this moment. And I'm sure that you will be very successful for everything you'll start in the next step of your life. And we're definitely looking forward to welcome you back in ICME whenever you're around, whenever you want to be here on campus. The doors of ICME are always going to be open for all of you. Okay, from Achilles and myself, congratulations again.